Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Hi everyone. Okay, now I can see a few students. I can see it's Dale. Can you please type in the chat box your name, because it doesn't show. Okay, so Nazim sir, we have got, I think, 1 or 2 new students. So please make sure you introduce with them, and just make sure that if they miss any class, so still they'll have the opportunity to go for the next best, or it's already recorded in our Facebook group as well. So please make sure that yeah, so we take care of them. Okay, please continue the class.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Habib sir. Thank you very much, all the participants. This is the 3rd class we are delivering. Could you please, I like to know the new person, introduce yourself. Here we have some new persons. I like to request you, the new person, to introduce yourself, please. Del, Mr. Del. Please, new ones who are taking the first classes today, please introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yes, your name and
my name is Hassan Hussein.
Welcome, Mr. Hassan. Welcome to Hassle Free Education. So, is it your first classes? Are you going to take?
No, Wednesday. That time's my first class.
Wednesday it was first class. Okay. Are you confirm your registration for the classes, or you are not? You are looking to register?
Oh, everything they know for the admission.
Okay.
It's registered.
And so you must know about our courses. This is about the 3 or more month course. We are training our learner in terms of achieving the expected score. For example, if you are looking to have 6.57 score, we are helping. Recently, some participant, some last base student achieves 7 score in IELTS. So we are helping our learner. We have lots of support helping our learner. You can get best help from us. You can associate with us. Okay, next one, please. The new person, please introduce yourself in the classes, today's classes, reading classes, who are new participants. I can see that here are new participants. Mew Gellert, Mew Gager. So Mew Gagers. Could you please introduce yourself? Mr. Mew Gager. Someone name yourself, please. Could you introduce yourself? Okay, Mahir Khan. Mr. Mahir Khan is our previous student. Mayo Gager, Mr. Mayo Gager, Jill, and Rinki Akhtar Sweetie. Could you please introduce Rinki Akhtar Sweetie? Rinki Akhtar Sweetie, could you introduce yourself, please? Rinki Akhtar, please introduce yourself. Rinki Del Ani Artina. Yeah. Artina, please. Artina, how many classes have you taken with me?
This is second class.
Second classes. You already have taken the number one classes. In the number one classes, what have you learned? What things you learned regarding readings, IELTS? Could you please talk about, share about your view?
We learn how can we focus on the question and how can we find the answer for the questions. Readings, the part readings.
Okay.
I'm talking about part reading.
Any problem in terms of we have given some homework in terms of trying yourself at your home? Have you faced any problems? For example, I have mentioned to solve yourself, fill in the blanks or many other questions. Did you try or have you faced any problem?
No, actually, it depends on the question and the word which used on the text. You know,
Okay.
how is it difficult? It depends on you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Too.
Thank you. Now I like to know other person name. Name Jill. Jill, what's your name? Please, could you introduce yourself? Name Jill. Jill. Muhammad Malik. Mr. Muhammad Malik, please introduce
Hello,
yourself.
hi. Hello, hi.
Yes,
Can
yes.
you hear?
Introduce
Can you
yourself.
hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing. Please introduce. What's your
Sorry,
name?
I just came now.
Your name, please tell me your name. Where are you from?
Yeah. My name is Muhammad Malik. I'm from Sudan.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, bro. Yeah, welcome,
Mr.
teacher.
Malik, Mr. Malik, where do you live now? Do you live in Sudan or live in any other country?
No, I live abroad, outside my country. I live in United Kingdom. I just came here last year.
Have you participated? Have you participated our previous classes?
Sorry.
Have you participated my previous classes? My previous reading classes?
Yeah. I watched it. I missed one class, but I watched it in Facebook group. And
did you understand clearly? Did you understand clearly the classes regarding reading part, or if you face, do you have any problem in terms of understanding?
For the reading class, yeah, the part of reading, I think it's I've just have question for the kind of questions. When I choose the answer, I used to find the kind of questions that I will receive it from the reading part. Just for the direct questions, or just sometimes because I saw some videos in the internet from, for example, for the reading exam, to hear the record and then to choose just one word. I don't know, that's kind of questions.
Okay, today let's talk about, today we are talking about the types of questions. As we know, the reading part, this is an hour task, reading task. You may have 3 passages in the part, and you have to answer 40 questions. 40 questions you have to answer. So the thing is that to answer the question, we need to know the kinds of question, which type of technique you will follow. Today's classes, I will talk more thing regarding it. Keep touch with us. Okay,
that's fine. Yeah.
One thing is mentioned. His name is what is his name? His name, person name. Nafisa Khadim. Nafisa Khadim. Nafisa Khadim. Are you listening to me? Nafisa Khadim. Nafisa Khadim. Are you listening to me? Anyone here? Nafisa Khadim. Are you listening to me, or you have any problem? Okay. Rinky. Are you listening to me? Rinky. I want to know from Rinky. I want to hear from Rinky. Rinky, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Please, Rinky, could you please introduce yourself? Rinky, do you have any problem to speak? Or you are not hearing us? Okay.
Yes, sir, I can hear.
Okay. So could you please introduce yourself?
I am Rinki Akhtar Sweetie. I am 20 years old. I come from Maulabazar. I am Bangladeshi.
You are from Molibaja. Welcome at Hassle Free Education. Is it your first classes?
I study BA first year.
Is it your first classes, or you are taking you have taken more classes with Hassle Free Education?
Yes, sir.
Is it your first class? Is it, or you have taken more classes with us?
No, sir. Second class.
Second classes. So do you have any, are you understanding our classes easily, or you have any problem?
No, sir. I am understanding class.
Okay, thank you very much. And I like to request you to keep touch with us regularly to take classes. If you are not, if you didn't confirm registration with the courses, I request you, the person who are yet not confirm your registration, please confirm your registration the courses, and we have the video classes. And if you miss some classes, you can have video classes in the Facebook. Thank you. Now we like to start our classes now. In the previous classes, we have given lots of things. We discussed lots of things. And as we can see in the screen, regarding previous classes, we have discussed this kinds of question. As we know, some person didn't know about the types of question in reading part. So I like to mention again, in the reading part, there are 3 passages, there are 40 questions, and the type of question are frequently, list of heading, matching information, fill in the blanks. As we can see in the screen, fill in the blanks, true, false, not given, and more questions we have to answering questions, and fill in the blanks. Today's classes, we are going to discuss about fill in the blank question. Fill in the blank question are 3 classes, 3 types. Some are with clue. That means you can have some vocabulary in the fill in the blanks. This is called with clue. Some questions are without clue. That means you have to find out answer from the passage, from the question booklet. This question is about diagrams. That means we are watching a picture. In the question, we are watching a picture. Before answering question, I like to know, as some participants are in the previous classes were given to try themselves. I have given some tracking. I like to know the person who try yourself to answer this kinds of question. Please, could you please tell me who try yourself? Here we have some person like Samia Khan. Maybe Samia Khan try, or other one, Muhammad Ahmed. Samia Khan, did you try? Did you try to answer yourself?
Yes, the 21
So,
answer is plan.
Question 20, I told 21st, 22, 20, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you try to answer this question?
Yes, sir, I tried. 20, the 20 answer is hydraulic.
20 answer hydraulic. Hydraulic. Was it the hydraulic 20 answer or hydraulic gate?
একটু একটা
Could
ওষুধ
be-
খাও, না খাও।
Could be hydraulic gate or hydraulic. 20 answers.
Gates, a pair of gates.
So now again, I am trying. We are trying together. Now for the first one who are taking the first classes today, I like to mention some information regarding this kinds of question. You know, the question is called fill in the blanks, and the type of fill in the blanks is diagrams. To answer this kinds of question, we have to follow some instruction. The choice one word from the passage for each. So you cannot write more than one word because you are instructed to mention only a single word. So that's why we have to, for fill in the blanks, the technique is you have to read the heading, question heading. Question heading is how a boat is lifted on the Falkirk well. This is the heading. Then you have to go to the question 20. And if you understand question, you must understand the main theme of the question. When you understand, when you find out main theme of the question, you have to go through the passage where you have the main theme or main word. Now, the main heading of the list of fill in the blank is how a boat is lifted on Falkirk wells. The question number 20, a fear of something blank are lifted in order to shut out water from canal basin. The question instructs you, if you understand, a fear of something, fear of some things are lifted in fear mean two. Fear synonym is two. Two something is lifted or lifted in order to shut out water. Water have been shut out from canal basin. The main thing here is canal basin. Now we have to go to the passage where they are discussing about canal basin. We need to read so very carefully. In the last
Second
classes,
paragraph.
I have find out the second paragraphs. In the second paragraph, you can have canal basin, boat needing to lift it up entire canal basin. This canal basin we find at the level of Port Clady Canal and then entire the lower gondola of the wells. Two hydraulic steel gate are rise, lift that mean rise. So as to still there is answer we got. We have to got two hydraulic steel gate are rise. Some here answer we found that FER mean two hydraulics. FER that mean two. FER of hydraulic gate are rise mean lifted. Synonym word they use rise mean lifted. FER something fear are lifted in order to shut out water from canal basin. So in 20 number, fear mean two is fear mean two. So what will be the answer in 20? Can anyone understand that? How can I find answer? 20 gates, because we are instructed that no more than one word, choice only one word. That's why we cannot write hydraulic gate, hydraulic gate cannot be right, only gates. Now, this kinds of question, you need, if you, once you find answer, the paragraph, you may find all the answer. Now but you have to read the question very carefully. Question number 21st. A dash is taken out, enabling wells to rotate. Okay. Now question number 21st is that A dash is taken out, enabling well to rotate. If you understand the question 21st, you have to go through the passage, location of the passage where you find the last answer. A dash is taken out, that means is taken out, enabling well to root it. Now we have to go the same paragraph. In this paragraph, we can have some information regarding the question. Now, two hydraulic steel gate are wise so as to steal the gondola up from the water in the canal basin. The water between the gate is then pumped out. A hydraulic clamps, then water pumped out. A hydraulic, now they are talking about regarding the question, a hydraulic clamps, hydraulic clamps, which prevent the arm of the wheels moving, that mean rotating, well, gondola is duct, is removed, allowing the wheels to turn. Now you can have information. If you understand here, now easily you can find answer 21st question. Hydraulic A dash is taken out, enabling wheels to rotate. What did you find in the passage? A claims, hydraulic claims. So we have to mention only single word. You cannot write hydraulics. You have to write claims is taken out. Answer is climb, because we understand in the passage they are talking climb is taken out, enabling wells to rotate. Same things. Read the question very carefully and you find answer very easily, because in reading part your time is very shortest. Some candidate in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan are struggling with reading for one thing, because the time they are given is very limited. So for saving time, we are training some technique in terms of reading. Fill in the blanks. We find the technique. Read the question very carefully, and if you understand the question, you can understand the main things. Then go through the passage. In the same paragraph, you may find rest of the answer. Now, question number 22. Hydraulic motor drive. The main thing is hydraulic motor drive. In the picture, we have seen in indication the hydraulic motor drives. So we can go through the paragraphs. Last paragraph, where you have last answer. Here you have answer if you read very carefully. And the water between the gates is taken pumped out. Hydraulic clamps which prevent the arm of the wheels moving. Well, the gondola is duct is removed, allowing the wheels to turn. In center machine room and array, center machine, they are talking about some information. Center machine rooms, they an array of 10 hydraulic motor, then being thrown central axle. If you understand the line, you can understand answer very carefully. Read again. Allowing the wheels to turn. In the central machine, we have found some machine. They are talking in the question. Machines, room, an array of 10 hydraulic motor, then being toward the central axle. So answer should be axle. Please, who understood the axle and how did you understand the axle should be answer? Please. How did you understand the axle is answer? Please, I'd like to know someone talking about axle. Samia Khan, could you please tell me how the axle is correct answer? Samia Khan, please. Or anyone, please.
The question is saying drive. So drive means axle is driving. That's why axle is also machine. That's why.
Okay, machine room and array of 10 hydraulic motor, then being to road the central axle. The axle connect with the outer arms of outer arms of wheels. So clear thing we can have in the question that hydraulic motor drive, it is driving, hydraulic motor driving the axle. So answer is axle. In this paragraph, we can have answer. Now we have to go to the last question. And sequentially, you find question one after one. There is sequence, they are following. Question number 23. A range of different size dash ensure board keep upright. Now again the question you understand very well. A range of different size, something is missing, some word is missing. Ensure board keep upright. What thing ensure board keep upright? If you go to the passage, if you read the line where they are talking about rest of the line in the paragraph, and if you keep read in the paragraph, which word will be answered, you can have very carefully a range of different size. What thing a range of different size you can have the answer? Well, which begin to roll at the speed of 1/8 of the revolution per minute. As the wheel rotates, the gondola are kept in. Now they are talking is upright. Your main word is upright. If you understand very carefully, you can have answer easily. This is easy tracking. The gondolas are kept in the upright position by simple gearing systems. 2 8-meter wide cocks or wide are fixed inner cocks of the same width. Now, between the question and the passage, which word is missing? Question mentioned the range of different size. What range of different size? Dash ensure board keep upright. Now, if you read again, as the wheel rotates, the gondola are keep upright, positioned by simple gearing systems. Okay, 8-meter wide. Now, which one are talking? 8-meter wide cocks. The word is cocks. The thing is cocks or bite. A fixed inner cocks of the same weight, connected by 2 small cocks traveling in the position direction to the outer cocks. So ensuring, now talking ensuring that the gondola always remain level. So we got the answer. What will be the answer? Can you please guess? Anyone? We have the answer in the question 23. Answer. What should be the answer? Range of different size, cocks. Answer should be cocks, because they are talking clearly simple gearing system, 2 wide range of wide, 2-meter wide cocks or wide, a fixed inner cocks of the same weight, connected with 2 small cocks traveling in the opposite direction to the outer cocks. So ensuring that the gondola always remain level. So we have information. Answer. Read the question again. You can understand very carefully. A range of different size cocks ensure board keep upright. Which one? The board ensuring keep upright. 2-meter cocks are keeping upright. Answer should be no more than 1 word, because you are instructed to write only single word. Now you can follow next question. Next question is about the boat reach top wells, then move directly onto bin upper levels. When the boat reach top level of the wells, then move directly onto. Now we have to go to the passage, the paragraph we find last answer. If you understand the question very carefully, you can find answer very easily. Boat reach top of the wells, then move directly onto. Now read the question again. Same paragraphs, you can have the answer. In this paragraph, if you read about the boat reach on the top of the wells, Well, when the gondola reaches the top, you are finding some clue. The boat passes street onto aqueduct. Aqueduct, that means some channel or canals, water channels, situated 28 meters above the canal basin. Now again, I am making you ensure how you find answer. When the gondola reaches the top, when the gondola is top, the boat passes upright straight, passes straight onto, that means upper level, onto the above level, onto the aqueduct. Aqueduct, that mean a water canal situated 28 meters above the canal basin. Now you can read the question. You can understand how the answer is coming out. The boat reached top wells, then move directly, where this moving directly onto aqueducts, onto the aqueduct. Make sure the answer how I am finding answer. Ensure the answer. Level, again answer. Gondola always remain level. When the gondola reaches top, the boat passes street directly. Street mean directly onto the aqueduct. What does aqueduct mean? Aqueduct means some places, something which is artificial lakes, artificial water basin, situated 24 meters above the canal basin. So answer should be the aqueduct, not waterway, not waterway. Answer should be the aqueduct. Read carefully. Aqueduct. Aqueduct, something water, the water basins like this aqueduct. So the boat passes, boat go through. Okay, thank you. Boat go through the aqueduct. Thank you. Thank you, Samir Khan. Now the next question you have to follow. And this question follow the sequence. If you can understand the techniques, very easier to find answer, fill in the blanks. Now the 24 question, if you read the question, if you understand the question, you can understand. 25, boat travel through channel, beneath mean under, romance. The main word is the boat travel under romance. So you have to find some roman, under, trouble, tunnel, some word you can have. Where you find the same paragraph, read the last one, rest one paragraph, just find out some under, romance, something, somewhat, channels. Okay, if you read the paragraph, remaining 11 meters of lift needed to reach the Union Canal is achieved by means of affair of log. The wells could not be constructed to evaluate boat over the full 35-meter difference between the two canals, owing to the presence of historical important Antonian walls, which was built by the Romans. We can have some information. Romans in the second century AD, boats travel under. We find under mean beneath, under this well BR channel. So you are confirmed which word is answered. If you read the question again, you can understand. Question again, read the question again, you can understand. Boat travel through the tunnel under Roman. What word is missing? Under Roman. Go with the question again, Roman. Question again. Travel under Antony wall, which was built by Roman. It is 2nd century AD. Boat travel under this wall via the tunnel. Answer should be wall. Thank you. answer should be Samia Khan understood. If other participant cannot understand the technique, you can ask me the question how I am finding answer, which technique I am following. If you have to know this technique, then save your time. You can save your time, and you are going to get your expected score. So answer should be well. Read very carefully. If you understand the meaning, you can understand the question. Now we have to know the question. That question is that 26 question. A dash. Rice boat 11 meter. Main word is 11 meter. Two level 11 meter because boat is well. Okay, thank you, Samia Khan. Rice boat 11 meter to level of Union Canal. Now we have to read to the line 11 meter. Read to the line 11 meter. Okay, what thing in 11 meter? Question is that dash rice boat which thing arising the boat 11 meter to the level of Union Canal. Question: remaining 11 meter left needed to reach the Union Canal is achieved by the means of affair of log. Affair of log. That means two log reach the Union Canal achieved by the mean 11 meter lift needed to reach the Union Canal achieved by the means of affair of log. Now read the question again, and you can confirm how I got the answer. Affair of log, because you cannot write more than two words, only one word, so we have to write only locks, L-O-C-K, locks. Rise the boat 11 meter to the level of Union Canals. Now I like to know, everyone, did you understand the technique how to fill in the blanks answer within shortest possible times? Please, I like to know Mr. Nazmul Islam Riyadh. Nazmul, share your comments in terms of filling the blanks we try to answer. Nazmul.
Yes, sir. First of all, we need to identify the keyword
Yes.
of the question. After
Right.
that, scanning the keyword from passage and
Yes.
identify the correct answer from the passage.
Yes. Okay, this is the easy technique. In the fill in the blanks are three kinds. One is a picture. This is we call the diagrams. Another is with flow. That means there is some vocabulary. You have to find out the vocabulary, suitable vocabulary for the gap. Another is without clue. That means if you read the question very carefully, then you have to find out answer in the question in the passage. Same thing. Technique is the read the question very carefully, and if you in terms of reading question you find some main word, then you charge answer in the passage. But majority time we found they never use a simple word, rather they use a complicated word. This is very challenging thing. That's why I recommend to all the person who are expecting good score in the reading part, try to read some English newspaper, English magazine, English books as well, and the focus your uncommon word with their synonyms will help you to get good score, including my technique I am teaching today's classes. Okay, I like to know anyone's response, please. Did you understand well the technique, please? And if you understand well, you can write in chat box that I did. Please write in the chat box that I did. Or if you didn't understand, you can write no, I am confused. Please write in the chat box. If you understand well the technique of answering question, fill in the blanks, write down in chat box that I did. Or if you didn't, you can write down that I'm in confused. Okay, my goals, Mr. My goals, confused. Mr. My goals, confused. Other one, Okay, Mr. Michaels. And tell to everyone. Confused. Please, other one. Please, if anyone confused, you can write down confused. Okay, Mr. Michael and Dell. Please, I like to know. Mr. Michael, hello, please, Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael, please, are you listening to me? Mr. Mike Golds, are you listening to me? Or Dell? Yes, Michael, please. Do you know this kinds of question? Do you have idea about the fill in the blanks question? Or do you have any idea the technique, strategy, answering question, fill in the blanks? Mr. Michael or Dale, please talk with me. Do you have are you familiar with this kinds of question in reading part? I want to know your feedback. I want to know your comment, please. Michael on Dell. Michael and Dell, please comment your view, please. I think Michael is not hearing me, or his microphone is not working. Dell, please, Dell. Mr. Dell, please speak with me. Dell, I like to ask you to Michael, please unmute yourself. Michael, unmute yourself. And Dell, unmute yourself. And we like to know your problem. We like to talk about your problem. Mr. Dell, please. Okay, Michael and Dell, I like to explain you again. This is called the fill in the blanks question. Fill in the blanks are three types. One is a fixer or diagram, another is with flow, and third one is without. Today's classes we are solving fixer or diagram question. When you answer fixer or diagram question, first thing you have to read the question main things. Here the question main thing is how a board is lifted on the well full kicks. Then you go to the question. Number one question is a pair of dash are lifted in order to shut out water. Yes, Dell, please. I like to speak with you, please. From the canal basin. Could you please?
Hello, I confused because I'm not.
Okay.
My name is Hussein.
Abdul Hussein. Okay, Mr.
Hassan.
Abdul Hussein.
Hassan.
Mr. Hassan Hussein. Mr. Hassan Hussein, are you familiar with this kinds of question that mean the fill in the blanks? Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay. In the reading part, Mr. Hassan Hussein, in IELTS reading part, there are 7 types of question. You can note down. Number 1 is list of the heading. Number 2 is matching information. Number 3 is fill in the blanks. This is about the fill in the blanks. But fill in the blanks are 3 kinds. One is the fixer or diagrams. Another is with clue. That means there is some vocabulary. Another is without clue. That means there is no vocabulary. So this kinds of question we are. I don't know why. Okay. This kinds of question are called fill in the blanks with diagram or fixer. What you should do, you should not read the passage fast. You should read the question fast. And heading of the question, you have to remember. What is the heading of the question? How a board is lifted on the bulky well. This is the heading. Then you go to the first question and next question. The first question is a pair of dash is lifted in order to shut out water from canal basin. You have to know the meaning of the line. Because if you don't know the meaning of the line, you cannot find the main word. Because in the IELTS reading, for finding answer, every kinds of answer, to identify the main word is main things. How to identify main word? For example, I identified main word. A fear of, fear mean two somethings. A lifted mean rise, lifting, uprisings. In order to, something are lifting in order to shut out water from canal basin. So main thing is the some material, some parts of the some wells are lifting or rising in order to shut out water from the canal basin. The main word is canal basin, shut out water. Now we have to read the paragraphs, here paragraph, because rest of the paragraph, upper paragraph, we already read to find some previous answer. So every answer following sequence, if you read this paragraph, you find some information regarding the question. Mr. Mahmoud Hassan, please, could you read this paragraph? Mr. Mahmoud Hassan.
It's Hassan or Mahmoud, another one. It's me?
Mahmoud, are you Hassan? Hassan.
Yeah.
Mr. Hassan, could you read the paragraph from boats?
Boats needing to be lifted up into the canal base at the level of the force and Clyde canal and then into the low gondola of the wheel.
Gondola of the well.
Two hydraulic steel gates raised so as to seal the gondola from the water in the canal base.
This is Mr. Hassan. This is enough. Now you can go the question again, and you have to find the word is missing in the question. Look at the question again. What do you understand in the passage? You have to match between the question and the passage. If you read the question, a fear of something are lifted in order to shut out water from the canal basin. Mr. Hassan, which word is missing in here? In terms of you find in the passage, what do you think?
Fear of the
fear of gate. Look at again. Fear of. Look at again the question. Fear of. Lifted into the canal basin, the fourth canal, and then enter lower gondola. Two hydraulic steel gates are raised. Two hydraulic, what does it mean? Two, that means fear hydraulic steel gate are raised so that the steel gondola up from the water in the canal basin. So
thank you.
You find the answer. You find the answer. I am ensuring I am making you clear.
Thank you.
A fear of, that means two what things? They are lifting, they are rising. Hydraulic gate. Hassan, what they are lifting? Are they lifting hydraulic gate?
Yeah, hydraulic gate is taken out.
Okay. Look at this again. Again, you can have the answer. Two hydraulic steel gate are raised. So to steel the gondola up from the water in the up, that means shut out from the water, shut out synonym word, shut out from the water in the canal basin. They use synonym word. So answer here, two hydraulic steel gate. So you are not allowed to write only more than two words. You have to write only single word. So here, two hydraulic steel gate, which is the main word? Mr. Hassan, which is the main word in the here? Hassan, are you clear?
The gates.
Gate. Thank you. So now the team, rest of the question you will find, if you read the question fast, if you understand the question fast, very carefully, then move to the paragraph, the passage, where you find the next answer. if you read the paragraph very carefully and read the question, understand, I think it helps you to find answer very shortest possible time, and most of the answer will be correct, because in reading part, answer are given in the passage. You have to find answer. You are not going to write answer of your own knowledge. You have all the answer in the passage. Just follow some technique and strategy, then you can find answer. I think it is clear, or any confused do you have?
It's clear. But I ask you one question: how can we look at the text and the question at the same time?
No, you can first of all you read the question, then you move to the passage. If you give the computer delivery exam, you will be given time to change the passage. Or if you sit for the paper-based exam, is on you. You can change. You can first of all you can read the question, then move to the passage. The large passage ones. Passages are the face to face.
I understand now. I think you need now to all the questions, but if the after class I can read, I take the time, then I answer.
It will be better. It will be better if you are able to read all the question fast. Then you go to the passage. It will be better.
It's understanding.
It save you time.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Other person who is Mr. Shuman Afsari. Shuman Afsari, do you have any question, please? Shuman Afsari. Shuman Afsari, are you listening to me? Or if you have any question, you can ask me. Shuman Afsari. Shuman Afsari, if you have any question, you can ask me.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, sir.
Yes, Shuman Afsari, please.
Sir, question number 21. What I don't understand. Please, sir.
Okay, 21. Do you understand? Do you understand the technique or strategy? Do you understand how we are finding answer? Did you understand the technique or the strategy, the way we are finding answer? Shuman Afsari. Okay, let's talk, Shuman. If you read the question, please read the question 20 first.
Is taken out.
Enabling wells to rotate. Are dash or something, something they are taking out. They're taken out. Why they are taking out? Enabling, making wells to road. They are taking out something. Why? Because to root the wells. Isn't it, Shuman?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is the main word? What word will you find in the passage? Because if you understand the meaning of the sentence, meaning of the question, you can find main word. What is the main word in the line? A dash taken out, something taken out, enabling the wells to road. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now the main word is the something taking out, enabling wells to rotate. This is the main word. Enabling wells to rotate. Now
yes,
we have to read. We have to go to the passage where you have the last answer, and you can have some things over here. Two hydraulic steel gate are rise. So could you please read, Shuman, the line? Two hydraulic steel gate from the line. Mr. Shuman, could you read the line? The two hydraulic steel gate from the line. Mr. Shuman, are you listening to me? Shuman Afsari. Okay. Two hydraulic steel gate are raised so as to steal gondola up from the water in the canal basin. The water between the gate is then pumped out. What does it mean? Pumped out. Pumped out. Pumped out mean that the hydraulic motor taken out Why they're taking out? Pumped out means taken out. From the water canal basin, the water between the gate then pumped out a hydraulic clamps which prevent arms of the wells moving well. Moving mean rotating. Moving mean rotating the wells. Gondola is dark. When gondola is dark, they are removing what they are removing. They are hydraulic clamps which prevent arms of the gondola wells moving the wells moving well. The gondola is duct. Mr. Shumon Apsari, I think you understand well. Shumon, did you understand?
Yes, sir, I
Still-
understand.
Okay, other one confused. Who are in confused? Can you please ask me? I will try my best to make you understand. Or we have to go to the next question. Okay, we can go to the next question. The next question is about, this is called list of heading. The next passage. A very important thing for us, list of the heading is very confusing question type. We kill your time. What does list of the heading? List of the heading mean you can have some heading like here 27, 28, 29. There are some heading. And you have to find answer here from paragraph here, paragraph A, paragraph B, paragraph C, D, paragraph E, F, G, H. Here the some difference paragraph. We have to match which heading is matching with which paragraph. So look at how confused here. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraph here in the passage, but the question heading is only 3 heading. So for finding 3 answer, it is not possible to read 7 paragraph or whole passage because you have to plan in time. You cannot spend more than 2 minutes to find each question. That's why I recommend you not to solve the list of the heading from the beginning. If you solve this question first or this question, then you can have some idea. Then later you will go. Next, you can go to the answer list question. Later, you can have idea about it. We are not going to read the passage fast, this passage fast, or we are not going to answer this kinds of question. This is called list of the heading because if you start answering this kinds of question first at the beginning, you have waste your time. You will waste your time. So I recommend you, first of all, we have to solve this kinds of question. Fill in the blanks question. Then we will solve this kinds of question. This is called matching information. Then we go to the answer list of the heading, which will save our time. As we know, in the reading part, you have only 20 minutes to read a passage and to answer 13 questions. So that's why I recommend you leave the question first and start answering, solving the question. This is called list of the heading. To answer question list of the heading, you have to read the instruction. Instruction is that choice 1 word from the passage for each answer. That means no more than 1 word. Only 1 word should be the answer. Then you need to go to read the question first, the question heading for fill in the blanks. Very important thing to understand the question heading. The question heading is geoengineering project. Then we need to read question very carefully, procedure and aims. Geoengineering project, what are the procedure and what their aims? First one, put a large number of tiny spacecraft into orbit far above the Earth. Why they are putting? To create a dash that would reduce the amount of light reaching to the Earth. Now we have to go the paragraph where they are talking about geoengineering project, and you find some answer question number 30, where you find if you understand the main word procedure, put a large number of tiny spacecraft. This is main word into orbit far above the Earth. Now go for the passage from the beginning. From the beginning, and read some line where they are talking about geoengineering. I think paragraph number in the paragraph A, there is nothing geoengineering. There is nothing geoengineering. So we have to go paragraph number B because our heading was geoengineering project. And if you read the line from here, geoengineering project, you can have some information. Okay, I'd like to help you to find answer very short as possible times. In the paragraph B, geoengineering has been shown to work at least one small localized scale for decade. Mayday Paradise in Mexico has been placed under clear blue sky, aircraft having deposited dry ice, silver iodide, and cement power to disperse cloud. Many of the stream now suggested look into the opposite and reduce the amount of sunlight. You can have some information, amount of sunlight reaching to the planet. The most eye-catching idea is suggested by Professor Roger Angel of University of Arizona. Now our question, main thing, read the question again, and the main thing you can have in the question, main thing in the question you can have, put a large number of tiny spacecraft into orbit. Spacecraft into orbit, you can have some information, spacecraft into orbit. Why they are putting into the orbit far above the Earth? Why they are? To create something, dash would reduce amount of light reaching to the Earth. Now we have to find answer location. Answer location, where is the answer? You can have some words in here in the B paragraph. You find some suggested by the opposite, reduce the amount of sunlight reaching to the planet. The most eye-catching idea of all is suggested by Professor Roger Angel of University of Arizona. His team would employ up 16 trillion minutes a spacecraft, each weighing about 1 grams to from the transparent sunlight refracting sunset into the orbit 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. Read very carefully, then you can find answer very easily. And match with your question. What is the matching? What word is missing? If I read from here, the most eye-catching idea of all is suggested by Professor Roger Angel of the University of Arizona. His teams would employ up to 16 trillion minutes spacecraft. I find the word spacecraft. Each weighting about 1 gram. 2 from the transparent sunlight reflecting sunshade into the orbit 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. Okay, now we have to go to the question again. Question again to match your information. Now, put large number of tiny spacecraft into the orbit of the Earth. Why they are putting? To create a, what are they creating? To create, what are they creating? Dash, would reduce amount of light reaching to the Earth. What they are creating? Now, ensure here what they are creating.
Sunshade.
Sunshade, thank you. Okay, line you have to answer that sunlight reaching to the planet. The most eye-catching idea of the suggested by Professor Roger Angel, University of Arizona. His teams would employ 16 trillion minutes in orbit 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. Okay. Now, what is the thing? Sunlight, reducing sunlight. Silver cement reduce deployed many stream to the suggested that the professor amount of sunlight reaching to the plant most suggested professor. His seam would be employ the trillion suncraft weighing about the 1 gram to the from transparent sunlight refracting sunshade in our white. Answer should be sunshade. Sunlight reflecting, sunlight creating sunshade. Sunshade is creating in the white 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. It's very clear. Very clear to find the answer. Why they are creating? Put a large number of spacecraft into the orbit far above the Earth to create a sunshade that would reduce the amount of light reaching to the Earth. Now, it is very easy. The paragraph you find an answer in the fill in the blanks. You have to read, you have to find all the paragraph in this paragraph or the rest one paragraph. This is very easy technique and every question follow the sequence. Now we have to go to the question number 31st. Question 31st. Place in the sea to encourage dash to front. Now you go to the passage again. What does they place in the same paragraph or the next paragraph? Next one paragraph. You have to find some what place in the sea. What they are placing in the sea. If you read question, if you read this paragraph, paragraph number C paragraph. Who will read the paragraph number C? Please, anyone try to read the paragraph number C. Find the sea or ocean and something they're putting down. Please, anyone read paragraph C.
The majority of geoengineering projects so far carried out, which include the planting forests in deserts and depositing
What does it mean? What does it mean? Depositing. What does it mean? Keeping.
That means keeping
iron.
Keeping.
They're putting down iron. Why are they putting? Why are they putting down
in the ocean? In the ocean.
Ocean mean the large sea. Ocean mean the largest sea.
Largest sea.
To stimulate growth of algae. Growth of algae. Have focus on. Okay, Samia Khan mentioned iron. Samia Khan told answer should be iron. Are you agree with Samia?
Yes, sir. They said that depositing iron in the ocean, and the answer question is
why they are putting answer iron. We have to go to the same paragraph. Why they are doing paragraph number C? Why they are? What is the aim? Now keep reading, keep reading. Why they
But
are
the
putting
some look special. Sorry, sir. From where?
Okay, C paragraph.
Paragraph C. Okay.
To stimulate the
The
growth
first
of
line.
algae. To stimulate the growth of algae
To stimulate the growth of algae,
achieving
have
general
forced the achieving the general cooling of the earth.
But some law, especially at the result melting to the poles, particularly the Arctics, restoring that. Okay, what will be the answer? 20, 30, 22 answer. What will be the, sorry, what will be the question answer number 32? Algae, or what will be the answer? Algae.
Yes, sir. Most probably algae, because
algae.
That is dash to from.
Why they are doing to stimulate, to encourage. They talk stimulate, to encourage the algae to forms.
Okay.
Now you can find easily all the answer if you read the question. Region of release aerosol spora into stress spires to create dash that would reduce the amount of light reaching to the earth. Now we have to go, if you understand the question, release aerosol. Aerosol is keyword. Aerosol is the main word. They are releasing aerosol spora into stratospherics to create dash would reduce the amount of light reaching to the earth. So we have to read the same paragraph. In this paragraph, number C or D, where they are mentioned about the aerosols or something. Please, could you please read the next one? Next one, they are talking about aerosol spara. Where they're talking
the
about
concept of releasing aerosol.
Yes, please read the D paragraph. D.
The concept of releasing aerosol space into the stratosphere above the Arctic has been proposed by the several scientists. This would be involved using the sulfur hydrogen or hydrogen sulfur aerosol so that the sulfur
hydroxide wood from cloud. Sulfur hydroxide wood from cloud which would lead to the global dimming. That means darkness, global darkness. So now you have answer. If you understand very carefully, here you have answer. Now if you go to the question again, you will be clear what will be the answer. In the question number 33, what will be the answer? Release aerosol spara to create cloud. Thank you. Answer should be cloud. Thank you very much. Cloud. Okay.
I just said guess, I'm not confident.
Okay. Next question. Next question is that fix strong dash to Greenland ice sheet to prevent iceberg moving into the sea. You have to understand the main thing. Fix a strong dash Greenland ice, where they're talking about Greenland ice still sheets to prevent iceberg moving to the sea. Now you have to go to the same paragraph to find answer. Greenland, where they are talking about Greenland. This screen and screen. Then you find Greenland or some sort of thing they are talking about.
I find it, Greenland.
Please,
the scientists have also I
Mhm.
couldn't. I couldn't
Idea,
feel that.
the idea of Middle Earth on history, volcanics, exploration, such as the Mount Pentoba in Philippines.
Pentroba, the Philippines in
1991, which lead to
1991,
the short
which
term of
lead
cooling of global
cooling
temperature
global
by 5.5 degrees Celsius. Scientists has also scrutinized whether it
Scotting
is possible to prevent
possible
the
to
ice
preserve in the ice sheet
of the
of the
Greenland
Greenland with reinforced
reinforced high tension cable, reinforced
cable.
high tension cable, preventing iceberg from moving into the sea. You can have answer here if you understand very carefully. What will be the answer? Now go the question A, and you have to understand. In here, question number 24, strong, what will be the answer? Strong dash Greenland ice sheet. Answer should be to prevent iceberg moving to the sea. What will be the answer? Strong what things? Strong cable. Look at again, strong cable. Look at again, you
I
have
think so.
understand strong cable. Greenland scientists has also coordinates whether it is possible to preserve the ice sheet of Greenland with reinforced high tension cable. Answer high tension cable, preventing iceberg from moving into the sea. So answer should be cable. No more than one word, should be cable. Cables. Understand, please.
Yes, sir.
Next question, if you go to the next question, you can have some saying what they're talking about in this question. The next question is 35.
35.
Plant tree in Russia, Arctics that would lose their leaf in winter to allow the dash to reflect radiation. Okay, now we have to go. The plant procedure is the plant tree in Russia, Arctic that would lose their leaf in winter. Why they are losing? To allow there's something reflect radiation. Now you have to go the passage where they are talking about Russia. Here
On the
you have
next
Russia
next
not.
line, meanwhile in the Russian.
Okay, please, could you read, please?
Meanwhile in the Russian Arctic, geoengineering plants include the planting of
million birch trees, whereas
over the region native evergreen pines,
pine
shade,
sheets,
pine sheet,
snow
and snow
absorbs
absorb radiation.
Radiation batch wood sheet there,
Lives in winter.
live in winter. Okay, and thus enabling radiation to reflect by the snow, rerouting Russia River to increase cold water flow to ice forming area could also be used to slow downwarming say from climate scientists. Now we have to go to the question. What will be the answer?
To allow the dash to reflect radiation.
Plant tree Russia
by the snow.
Leave in winter to allow the snow. They are going to allow the
reflect
snow.
by the snow.
Yes, they are. The snow will reflect by radiation. Make you clear. You can have clear information. Clear things. In the winter, enabling to the reflect by the snow. I think you understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next one. Next question you will have. Same paragraph. Question number 36. Change the direction of, they are changing the direction of, some direction they are
Yes.
changing to bring more cold water, into ice forming area. They are changing the direction into the cold water into ice forming area. Now we have this paragraph. Here the paragraph.
So
Changing
rerouting
direction.
the Russian's rivers. That's the
Okay, rerouting Russian river.
rivers
That
to
means
increase
changing
cold
the,
water.
yes, to follow
Increase, follow to the ice forming area could also be used to slow down the warming.
Warming, say some climate scientists, they say. Now we have to go to the question again. What they are changing, what the rotation they are changing. Question number 36.
The rerouting rivers.
River. Direction of river.
Change the
to bring
direction,
some
rerouting
forward.
rivers.
Yes, thank you. We understand. You understand very well. They are changing the words. Now we have to go to the next question. Next question is talking about that matching information. To answer question, I like to instruct some information, some technique you have to know very importantly. This is called matching information. Matching information are three categories. One is the person name. Here you have some scientist name: Roger Angel, Philip Weiss, Dan Lawrence, Martin Samarkand. They are the person, they are the scientists. But the question 37, 38, 39, 40 are their statement or their recharge. Now, what technique we will follow to answer this kinds of question? First of all, you have to read the person name very carefully. 4%: Roger Angel, Philip Weiss, Dan Lawrence, and Martin Samarkand. Now, directly you go to the passage from the beginning. To find some person name like Roger. When you find the Roger name in the paragraph, in the passage, you have to read Roger statement, Roger returns. Now we are going to find answer about the Roger, the person named Roger. Where you have the Roger, please? Could you please anyone find the name Roger Angel? Which paragraph you can find?
Paragraph B, sir.
B paragraph. So we have to use our pencil to underline the Roger professor. What do we have to find? We have to find Roger's recharge or Roger's statement. Now, the line you find Roger's, could you please read the Roger recharge or his statement? Anyone, please. Roger's, what did Roger say, or Roger's, what did he recharge? Please, anyone, could you read? Anyone can read Roger line. The most eye-catching idea of all is suggested by Roger, Professor Roger Angel of University Arizona. His team would employ up 16 trillion minute spacecraft risk weighting above the 1 gram to the form of transparent sunlight reflecting sunset in orbit 1.5 billion kilometers above the Earth. And this could urge Angel reduce the amount of light reaching to the Earth by 2%. Now we have some things, or we have to read more things. Anyone statement did Roger say? What did it say? Geoengineering has been shown to work at last one small localized scale for decade. Mayday Paradise, Mexico has been taken place under clear blue skies. Aircraft having deposit dry ice, silver, iodite, and summit powers deposit cloud. Many of the ships now suggested, there are many ships suggested by Rogers, professor of Arizona. His answer here, his ship would employ up, his technique would employ up 16 trillion minutes spacecraft is weighing above the 1 grams. 2. Forms of a transparent sunlight reflecting sunset in the orbit 1.5 billion kilometers above the Earth. This could Earth angel reduce the amount of light reaching to the Earth by 2%. This is his statement, his recharge. Now we have to go to the question directly, which is matching with the Roger. Question number 37, 38, 39, 40. Among 4, which is the Roger's statement and Roger's recharge. 37 is the effect of geoengineering may not, this is not matching. 38, geoengineering is a topic of war exploiting, not matching. 39, it may be necessary to limit the effectiveness of geoengineering project, not matching. 40, recharge into non-foil based foil could be replaced by geoengineering. I think it is matching because Roger mentioned. I read the question again. Question again. If I read the question again, what did the Roger talk? Here, you can have okay, read the question again. Professor Roger, University of Arizona, his shame would employ up 16 trillion minute spacecraft is weighing about 1 gram to from transparent sunlight reflecting sunshade in the orbit 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. This could urge angel reduce the amount of light reaching to the Earth by 2%. This thing is matching question number 40. Look the question number 40 again. Recharge into, this is recharge about into fragile foils, base foil, foil, non-fragile. This is not for non-fragile. That means it's not using by the fragile. Base foil cannot be replaced by geoengineering. This is his statement and his recharge. Now, same technique. Technique is that when you find the person name, you have to read his statement or his recharge. Then come back to the question, match with the statement. Now, second person is the field race. We have the field race person. Where it is? Just screen E paragraphs. Okay, field race paragraph number E paragraphs. Underline the field race and find out his statement. Please, anyone can find out his statement. Field race. What did he say? Or what is his recharge? Once you can find his statement or his recharge, you can find answer. Please, anyone, find out from paragraph E. Field race, what did he say? What did he say and what is his statement? Anyone can find answer. What the field race? But will just shame ever be implemented? Generally speaking, though, who are most creation about geoengineering are the scientists involved in this recharge. Angels say this is plan is no substitute for developing renewable energy. The only permanent solution, and Dr. Phil Brace of US-based Pacific Northwest National Laboratory is equally granted about the rule of geoengineering. I think there he is talking. I think answer is in here. I think what is thinking. I think all of us agree that if we were to end geoengineering on the given day, then the planet would return to the pre-engineered condition very rapidly. Then probably within 10 to 20 years, this certainly something to worry about. This is a statement. If you understand his statement, now go to the question. Go to the question. Question is matching with the 12 reads. Which one? You can understand. You can read the question. 37, 38, 39. Which is basic? Question number 37. Effects of geoengineering may not be long-lasting. This is flip recharge. Effect of geoengineering may not be long-lasting. Again, you have to confirm in this paragraph. When you read, I think all of us agree that if we were to end geoengineering on a given days, then planet would return to its pre-engineered condition very rapidly, and probably within 10 to 20 years, certainly something would worry about. Now we have to match question number 37. Effect of geoengineering may not be longer. It mean, in conclusion, it mean effect of geoengineering may not be long-lasting. This technique, I think you understand. Now you have to understand, you have to read the Denland. Where is Denland? Charles, the person named Denland. Which paragraph? Paragraph number G. Please, could you please read the G? Paragraph and his statement. Say, what does he say? If you understand his statement, is easy to find his answer. Question number G. A further risk with geoengineering projects is that you can overshoot, say, Dan Lard from the University of Bristol School of Geophysical Science, who has studied the likely impact of sunset and avulsions on the climate. You may bring global temperature back to pre-industrial level, but the risk is that the fall will still be warmer than they should be, and the tropic will be cooler than before industrialization. This is a statement. Now we have to go to the question. We're just matching the question here. Two questions remaining, 20, 38, 39. You have to confirm from among two which one is matching with the Danlaw. 39 question, if you read, it may be necessary to limit the effectiveness of geoengineering project. May be necessary. This is matching. It may be necessary to limit the effectiveness of geoengineering. Rest one you can have confirmed that 38 will be D because one is remaining. Rest one you don't need to read the question, read the passage question. Just rest one 38 is D. Now this technique I like to repeat. That means this is called matching information. In terms of finding matching information question, you have to focus the person name, then go to the passage, underline the person name. Where you find the person name, you have to read their statement or their recars. Once you understand their statement, come back to the question, match with the person statements. I think you understand. Please. Did you understand, or you need to be guided more? Did you understand this question, please? Samia Khan, did you understand? Samia Khan, please. Samia Khan, have you understand this question or technique? Rinki Akhtar, Sweetie. Mohsin Mustafa.
Yes, I understand.
Please, could you please explain the technique? This kind,
Yes,
when you find this kind of question, what
yes,
technique
I
you follow?
understand.
Please tell me the technique.
Okay, sir.
Please, what technique you will follow to find the answer? Please, or anyone, please, if you understand, please explain the technique. How will you find this kinds of question?
So first of all, identify the name of the if the question is given some scientist or any other name.
Yes,
First of all, need to identify that name from the passage, as well
yes,
as identify their speech or a suggestion, whichever they want to say on that particular passage, and after
okay,
that, back to the question and matching with that statement,
okay.
which is telling by the particular person.
Okay, it's very easy. And there are this kinds of question are three categories. One is person name. When you find person name, you have to match their statement. Or if you find some institution name, you have to find their characters. If you find years like this year, you have to match with the occurrence. Three technique. When you find some person, you have to match their statement or recharge. When you find some institution names, you have to find their characters. When you find some ER, you have to match their occurrence. That's why we call it the matching information. Are three categories: person name, institution names, or company name, or ERs. Remember the technique, try yourself. Now I like to request you, because our time is going very faster. In the next classes, we will discuss about the list of the heading. We will discuss list of the heading. Then I like to give you some homework. 40 questions we solve in 2 or 3 classes. And next homework is that you try to read second passage. The passage is about Rosemary. Read the passage very well. Find some uncommon words, and I will help you to solve this kinds of question. I will help you to find. But I recommend you to read the passage, this one and this one. This passage, 2 passages you are recommended to read, and try to find out the uncommon word. Try to learn the meaning and synonym words. Or I like to finish the classes in here. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Sorry, where we can find the questions?
Please.
Where we can find the questions?
Or where do you come from the question? If you
That
have,
homeworks.
Excuse me?
The homeworks.
Homeworks is question you can find in internet when you search www.Cambridge IELTS 11 PDF. 11 PDFs. You can get the books and you can download it. You have to download the books. Then you try yourself to read the passage very well and focus the uncommon word. Try to learn the meaning of the word. And next classes, I will help you, teach you some technique to find some more questions.
Okay.
And once you know 7 type of question technique and strategy, you will have to have 9 score in readings. Okay. Can we end classes in here, or you have more questions?
Yes, we can, sir.
Thank you very much for joining today's. I recommend you to participate all the classes and you can do better. Thank you very much.